Anna Akhmatova, Poems, translated by Lyn Coffin. While reading Hamlet, a dust-covered patch to the right of the cemetery. Beyond that, a river of unfolding blue. Get thee to a nunnery, you said, or marry an idiot. It's up to you. That's the sort of thing princes always say, but I won't forget it as I grow older. May your words keep flowing as centuries wear away, like an ermine mantle tossed over someone's shoulder. The three things he loved most in life. The three things he loved most in life were white peacocks, music at Mass, and tattered maps of America. He didn't like kids who cried, and he didn't like raspberry jam with tea, or womanish hysteria. And I was, like it or not, his wife. The song of the final meeting. My breast was bound with a cold band, and still my steps were light. The glove intended for my left hand I put upon my right. At the thought of the stairs, I grew faint-hearted. But I knew there were only three. An autumnal whisper in the maples started begging, "Die with me. Fate cheated me, fate so abysmal, so moody and full of spite." I answered, "My dear, I too am dismal. I'll die with you tonight." The final meeting. I stood on the road. The house was as dark as shame. Only in the bedroom candles showed an indifferent yellow flame. A ruddy youth wandered forlornly around. A ruddy youth wandered forlornly around, in and out the alleys of trees on the shore. A century passes. We still hear the sound. Footsteps rustle on the forest floor. The pine needle's thick and bristling mat carpets the stub of each fallen tree. Here's where he put his three-cornered hat, and here's a rumpled book of poems by Parney. Footnote. This poem is a tribute to Alexander Pushkin, 1799 to 1837, regarded as the greatest Russian poet, one of the 4 or 5 best poets in post-medieval Europe. Parney, E. D. Deforget, 1753 to 1814, a French poet. Memories of the sun fade as my heart grows numb. Memories of the sun fade as my heart grows numb. The grass is yellower too. The wind toys with what snowflakes have already come. So few, so few. In narrow canals there's already nothing that flows. Water stands still. Nothing ever happens here. Nothing grows. It never will. Against the sky the willow lifts its skeletal life, its see-through shawl. Maybe it's better that I'm not your wife, after all. Memories of the sun fade as my heart grows numb. What's this? Darkness in town? Maybe. And during the night winter may come and settle down. I pressed my hands together under cover. I pressed my hands together under cover of my veil. Why are you so pale today? Because I intoxicated my lover with numbing anguish and drove him away. How could I forget? He went out reeling, his mouth dreadful, twisted, grim. I ran down the stairs, not touching the railing. At the gate, I caught up with him. I shouted hoarsely, "It was just a joke. You mustn't leave me. I'd rather be dead." He smiled calmly, terribly. Then he spoke. "Don't stand out here in the wind," he said. As if through a straw you drink my soul. As if through a straw you drink my soul. I know it's bitter and intoxicating. I won't seek any mercy, won't interrupt the torture. No, my calm will endure for another week. When you've finished, tell me. It's probably good that my soul isn't anywhere it can be found. I'll walk down the path and stand where I stood and watch the children play in the playground. Every gooseberry bush has a flowery cover. They're trundling bricks beyond my fence. Who are you, anyway? My brother or lover? I don't know. I don't have to. It makes no difference. How light it is here, and how unfriendly. My tired body has given way. It's at rest. And passers-by think vaguely, she probably was widowed yesterday. I live like a cuckoo in a clock. I live like a cuckoo in a clock. I don't envy the birds of a flock. They wind me up, and I cuckoo. A fate like this, sad but true, I can only wish and do on an enemy or two. They didn't bring me a letter today. They didn't bring me a letter today. He forgot or went on one of his trips. Spring's the trill of silver laughter on the lips. I see the boats in the harbor away. They didn't bring me a letter today. Not long ago he was with me still, expressly enamored, amorous, and mine. But that was when winter gave off a white shine. Now it's spring, and the sadness of spring can kill. Not long ago he was with me still. I listen. A light trembling blow strikes home. It beats, as if pre-mortal pain were cause. Now I fear my heart will break its bonds like laws before I can finish this tender poem. We're heavy drinkers here. We're heavy drinkers here, and women of loose morals. How unhappy all of us are in our crowd. Flowers and birds all over the walls are languishing for lack of a cloud. There's a little puff of smoke, a rope of smoke over your black pipe. I'm wearing a tight skirt in the hope of appearing a svelte, elegant type. The windows have been forever nailed shut. What's it like outside? Is it raining or snowing? Your eyes are not just cautious, but cat eyes, cautious both coming and going. Oh, how my heart is languishing. Could I be waiting for my death knell? And that girl over there who's dancing. No doubt about it, she'll end in hell.